What did we do this morning? We can't remember everything that happened today. It's the end of the day, last day. We just finished our certificate stuff. Outstanding time. We're going to do a summary of the morning.
We did the ragged hole drills this morning.
Ragged hole drills. What did that include?
That included taking the 5 shots on a 1x1 square from 5 meters.
And then?
Trying to make one ragged hole?
Trying to make 1 ragged hole instead of 5.
Yeah. And then what'd you do to actually improve between them?
Between that, we had a dry press drill.
Dry press on the top one. And then we did it again. And what happened to you, Mr. Sharpshooter?
In the black.
Yeah. Dude's freaking subcompact. Nails it every time. What else? What else was this morning?
Steel plate drill.
Steel plate drill. What was that? How fun was that?
I was frustrated. I didn't have very much fun, so I won't talk about the steel plate drill.
Josh, how fun was the steel plate drill?
The steel plate drill was awesome.
Because he did really well. He didn't kill any hostages.
We started out with a hostage taker holding a hostage in the front, and then we have to knock out the hostage taker, and then right behind them we got 2 more bad guys that had to be dropped. It was one guy on the left, one guy on the right, competing against each other to see who could take out the hostages.
Man on man.
It was man on man. It was incredible.
So how well did you do, Josh?
I made it well into the first round, and then I did really well.
How well did you do?
Oh, then Josh kicked my butt in the grudge match.
Yeah, the grudge match came back. I shot my hostage.
I don't want to talk about steel plate.
I shot my hostage right away. Didn't even know it. Like, I'm still shooting like I'm in it. Hostage is down.
But the best part of steel plate, the second round when Josh knew he was out, starts triple tapping everything. It was like a semi-automatic.
This is not, like, nobody's doing this. It's like bang, bang. Okay, we're done. Okay, day, day. So he just, boom, shoots the hostage. And then everyone kind of turns and looks. I see 3 pieces of brass flying out, and we're like still stunned. Like, what's going on here? Semi-automatic fire? No, it's subcompact man shooting his targets 3 to burst.
How many emergency reloads did you get?
I think I had 4 emergency reloads during that.
He went through all his mags, ballistic unloading, man. He just nailed all these targets. It was awesome.
Why go for a double tap when a triple
When
tap?
a triple tap will work. It was fantastic. Okay, was that all the morning? Anything else from the morning that was awesome?
We just did the 5, the progression.
Practice
3
for the
meters,
test.
5 meters, 7 meters.
Yeah. So then we had lunch early so that we could get fatigued for the test. Yeah. We go to lunch, we come back, we start doing everything that we're going to get tests on. You have to shoot from just what Matt just said. 2 thoracic cavities, and then 2 positions, 5 and 7. We had to do headshots. It was all timed, and when you add the buzzer, it changes everything.
Yep.
It was unbelievable. I was on the money
amazing shooter.
Single time.
Subcompact.
As soon as the buzzer comes out, it's a different ballgame.
He went left. Starts pulling stuff, quick shots. The time thing just changes it. Amazing stuff. But when you slow down, after that, you're back right on target.
Right on the money every time.
It's amazing.
Yes, we went from 3 meters out to 15 because we did 2
all the way from
2 thoracic from 10 and 2 thoracic from 15.
Yeah. And there's 3 levels of graduates. It's one if you just come and you complete the course and that's good enough.
We have 2 levels represented here today.
That's right. There's only 2 of the 3 represented. The second tier was pretty good but didn't get really good. And Matt and I just barely missed it, right? By like 2 points or something like that. So we could have been the top shelf, which makes us be able to make us so advanced. So we're going to have to actually come back through this and complete that course with that excellence level if we want to keep advancing to the higher levels of tactical training. Yep. So we've got to practice, and we've got methods to do that. Dry practicing, which I think is going to be good. We might buy some of those snap cap things or whatever that you put in, and you can track that.
For malfunction, because that was the other part of the
malfunction
test.
clearing. They timed it.
4 malfunction types.
Yep. So tell me about final thoughts for the whole thing. What did you expect? How did it come about? As far as expectations, what did you get out of this whole thing?
I am absolutely blown away with how well I've improved my shooting and how I can pull in on that little 1x1 group from 5-7 meters, and how I can go from concealed to 2 rounds thoracic from 7 meters in under 2 seconds. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, concealed. Have you done any concealed shooting before?
No, I've never done concealed shooting before.
Amazing. Any other final thoughts, Josh? You can interrupt Matt if you think of any.
No, the big change that I saw was my shooting, the improvement there.
Fantastic. Well worth the trip?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Matt, what's it up? What's up, Chili Willie?
I know, I'm getting cold, man. Breeze is picking up.
Final thoughts?
It met all my expectations and then some. It was everything I was hoped it was going to be, that I hoped it was going to be.
So,
I think one of the biggest things for me is I feel extremely comfortable with a handgun. I feel like a professional handling a handgun, not just some guy who goes to a range and knows what he's doing, muzzling everybody around, thinks he's got it down.
Yeah.
And actually the biggest breakthrough for me came on the last day today. My shots were awful in the morning. I was just frustrated. Nothing was going right. Then they had me pointing on target, held the magazine in front of my front sight and said, "Is your front sight perfectly clear?" And it wasn't. And he made me focus in on that front sight till it was perfectly clear, and then removed his magazine. And it showed me all week they'd been saying, hard focus on the front sight, hard focus on the front sight. And I thought I had, but all week I hadn't been. And then when he showed me that
fuzzy sight,
that changed the rest of my day.
Yeah, improvement, just massive levels of improvement. Awesome. So we owe it a great debt of gratitude to Matt's wife,
Yes, we do.
who is really the one that allows, not the right word, encouraged Matt to pursue this, who then called me, I don't know, how many months ago, September, it was like, hey, this is an opportunity.
September.
We got to do this. What do you think about this? And I pulled the trigger, right? A little pun there, huh?
Hey.
All right.
Real fun.
And we planned it way back then. And then January crept up, and here we are. And I can't believe it, and it's awesome. And then all the thanks goes to Matt and his wife for actually starting all that stuff. So
Good job, Matt. Good
and
job,
his wife,
Tiff.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Tiff.
Awesome, because I don't think this would have happened apart from that. So that's fantastic.
No, it
So
wouldn't have.
he's getting a little thanks when he gets home, because we did more hostage shooting at the very end to show us, and it is intense when you have they wrote the loved one's name on the hostage, and it's critical. You can't miss. And they all survived, right?
They all
Both your
survived.
wife and your wife survived.
She got a little plastic surgery on her ear.
She got a little extra
survived.
earring that she was looking for, but she's alive under pressure of fatality. We talked about this at lunch, and we actually showed up, and Matt and Josh both, and actually I did pretty well too, completed that. We actually were able to, under pressure, under that.
And that's the real test right there.
Yeah, that's real life. And even though it's still paper, that's what we're going to train for in that sense, is making sure that we can make the shot every time so that we can save lives.
Yep.
Awesome time. I had a great one.
Learned a lot. It was a great week.
Tons of good stuff
A
to
lot of
learn.
fun.
All right, it's getting cold, it's getting dark. We're headed to Vegas tonight to spend the last night with Josh. And so we're out of here. Signing off.
Later.